we are going to be talking about what has happened today in the NHL. So we're going to be talking about the NHL free agency. Now we're just going to go over who everyone's signed and what I think. Okay. So in the background, I guess I'll just show some home run derby games against people online. So let me just get there. Actually, it's right down here. Home run derby. We'll do online. Okay. So let's just select a batter, then we'll get into this. We're going to go all the teams in orders. So our first team, we have the Anaheim Ducks. And currently, they have signed no one. Oh, we got two people watching. What's up? But currently we signed no one. I ain't going to be able to see your comments, guys. So, no one for the Anaheim Ducks. Now, Arizona Coyotes, they have been pretty busy. Arizona signed Jamie McGinn for 3 years. They also signed Justin Peters for 1 year. They signed Jamie McBain, Gret Ross, Jared Torty, Kayla Dillaback, 1 year contract with the Coyotes, Chris Mueller for 1 year, and Ryan White signed with 1 year. So they've been busy. These guys aren't the best players. The best player they probably signed is Jamie McGinn. But I don't know how they're taking up a lot of cap space signing these guys. So next, we're going to move on to the Boston Bruins. Okay. So, Boston signed David Backes from the St. Louis Blues with a 5-year contract. So, that's basically the rest of his career, which is pretty good. They also signed Anton Kanubin as a goalie. John Michael Lyles they re-signed, and 6 other players they signed. So probably the biggest team that's picked up free agents are the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo Sabres signed Kyle Okposo for a 7-year contract. That is crazy. I mean, I was really excited when I heard this and the Bruins because Buffalo's my hometown and Boston's my favorite team. But so they also signed Justin Falk signs with the Sabres with a 1-year contract, and they also signed some person named Taylor Fedewan with a 1 year. I probably butchered his name. Calgary Flames. Hold up.
Here we go.
Hold up, boys. What stadium are we in? But Calgary Flames signed Troy Brouwer, which, I mean, that's great for them. Ooh, is that gone? Oh, that's foul. They also signed Chad Johnson, goaltender from the Buffalo Sabres, which they're going to need as a backup because they already have Elliott, and now their backup's going to be Chad Johnson. So they're pretty stacked on goaltender. Hold up. Oh, okay. So, Carolina signs Lee Stepniak. Boston picked them up earlier last season, and they didn't decide to re-sign him. He agrees to a contract. It didn't show. I'm really paying attention, so sorry if I'm doing bad. Remaining. But it doesn't say how long they signed him. He just agrees to contract with the Hurricanes. Another person who also agrees is Victor Stalberg. He also agreed to a contract with the Hurricanes. And Andrew Miller agrees to a contract with the Hurricanes. It doesn't say how long they signed for how much. Now, I need to start paying attention a little bit more, but now Chicago signs Brian Campbell. He agreed to sign with the Chicago Blackhawks. Alright, there we go. Next team is we got the Colorado Avalanche.
Another home run.
They signed Patrick Workritz.
3 minutes
Signs to a 2-year deal with the Colorado Avalanche. And Joe Calborn, I probably butchered his name too, signed to another 2-year deal. And they also signed someone named Fedor Tuyutin among 9 signed by Avalanche. So they also signed 9 other people. I'm just reading this off of NHL Network. Okay, is that gone? That's gone. Okay. So we'll move on. Next team, Columbus Blue Jackets. On NHL website, it says they have currently not signed anyone. Ooh. Well, I'll just get one more hit and then we'll move on to the Dallas Stars. Okay. Dallas Stars signed Daniel Hamhuis to a 2-year contract with the Stars. It's a pretty good pickup. Patrick Eves signs to a 1-year deal with the Stars. And they also get Andrew Borndruck and Dustin Stevelian, however you say his name. Oh, I found that. Detroit Red Wings, they have been, they've been busy. I didn't even notice who they picked up. They picked up Francis Nelson from the New York Islanders. They re-signed Derek Holm with a 5-year deal. And they also, Thomas Vanek signs a 1-year contract with them. And Steve Ott, it doesn't show how many years he signed with, but he signed with them is what they know.
1 minute remaining.
Okay. And Red Wings also signed a whole bunch of other people. Hold up. I keep... Alright, well, whatever. Next team. The Edmonton Oilers. They have picked up... Hold up, we need to start getting better here. Crap. They picked up 2 players so far.
30 seconds left.
Milan Lucic signs a 7-year contract with the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, wow. Whew. They got that guy to protect McDavid. I mean, Milan Lucic is a dirty player. But after 7 years, I think he's going to lose it. Lose his toughness and everything. And they also signed a goaltender from the Boston Bruins, their backup, Jonas Gustafsson. So Boston's going to need a backup. Never home run.
About that one.
Okay. Ugh.
She's gone.
Hold on, I just want to focus on these guys. I don't want to get eliminated. And then we'll move on to... crap, I just missed. Good. Guy in the red missed. Oh, we've been eliminated. So let's exit. We'll go into another one. But Florida Panthers signed James Reimer to a 5-year contract with the Panthers. Now, here's what I don't get. I don't understand why they would sign James Reimer. I mean, I can understand why they would sign him for a backup, but I mean, they already had Montoya. Montoya was fine. James Reimer is probably just a little bit better, but whatever. And I mean, I can understand why they signed him for a backup, to back up Bobby Lou, but I don't understand why 5-year contract. Like, 5 years is just, I think that's too much for a backup. I mean, I just don't know. He also signed forward Colin Shikavor and Jonathan Marchessault. I probably just butchered those two names. Next team we have is the Los Angeles Kings. They pick up defenseman Zach Trotman from the Boston Bruins, agrees to sign contract with the Kings, it says. They also pick up goaltender Jeff Zatkoff from Pittsburgh to sign contract with the Kings. And they also pick up Michael Lyles. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay. We got a lot of teams to finish here.
It's time.
I won't be able to say all my things because it turns out all of a sudden I'm on a time limit because I have to hurry up and go somewhere. And then Los Angeles also picked up Michael Lotta, agrees to sign contract, and Tom Gilbert. It doesn't say how much, but here's a good team to talk about. Minnesota Wild signed Eric Stahl to a 3-year contract. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And they also pick up goaltender Alex Stalock. Chris Stewart agrees to sign with them, the garbage man. And Victor Bailey agrees to sign with the Minnesota Wild. Okay. Montreal signed Alexander Radulov, returns to NHL on 1-year contract with the Canadiens. They signed, now I know why they signed James Reimer. But I still don't understand all the years because Montoya went to the Canadiens. Hold up. Okay. And then they also signed Zach Richmond, agrees to sign with them. Nashville Predators signed Matt Irwin to a 1-year contract. He played for the Bruins last year. Yeah, he did, I believe. Yeah, I could have sworn he did. And then Yannick Weber signs a 1-year contract. Sorry for your Predators fans, I did not just say not Mike Weber, Shea Weber. You guys wish you got him back. That sucks if it happened to your captain. I think you guys, in the long run, I think that trade will work out for the Predators better, but I ain't gonna go over that right now. Another team that has been busy, Ben Lovejoy from Pittsburgh signs a 3-year contract with the New Jersey Devils. Brent signs a 1-year contract with the Devils, and John Muriel signs a 2-year contract. I'm butchering all these names. I don't care though.
That one is gone.
And Devane Smith-Pelly signs a 2-year contract with them. Carter Kampner, Victor Fiddler, and Andrew McWilliams signed a 1-year contract with the Devils. Now a team that has picked up someone huge in free agency. Probably the guy that was the best player available in free agency. New York Islanders get Andrew Ladd. He agrees to sign a contract, doesn't show for how long on here. They also signed Jason Chimera from the Islanders, and they signed Shane Prince to a 2-year contract with the Islanders. Rangers, the only big person that they signed was Nathan Gerby. And then Ottawa signs Michael Bluden to a 2-year contract, and D. Michael Casa. It doesn't show how long they signed him for though. Oh, okay. And Philadelphia Flyers. They pick up DeLuise Gordon Craig Gailey, Will O'Neill, and Greg Carey. The greatest sign with them.
That's 3 in a row.
That was off the fair pole. Wow. Mine hit. Pittsburgh signs. Hold up. Oh, there we go. They signed David Westerkoff, signs a 1-year contract with the Penguins.
4 in a row.
Damon Choss, Stuart Piercy, and Chad Runwheel.
That is
signed
5 in a row.
with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Okay. Now we're moving on to, what's the team? Oops, wasn't looking. San Jose Sharks get Michael Brunler, David Shimla to 4-year contracts with the Sharks. And they also signed Michael Haley to a 1-year contract, and Aaron Deal signs to a 2-year contract with the Sharks. Sharks didn't really pick up anyone big. Next team we have is the St. Louis Blues. They picked up David Perron, signs a 2-year contract with the Blues. And Carter Hutton also signs a 2-year deal with the Blues. I can understand why they wanted Hutton. They'll probably put James Reimer. What was I thinking? What's his name? Jake Allen, I mean. And then they'll probably throw Carter Hutton back. Tampa Bay Lightning, they signed crap ton of people actually. You all know they signed Steven Stamkos, but not in free agency. No one big they signed, so I don't know if I'm gonna say anything that they got. Oh, the Toronto Maple Leafs signed 1 player. They were next on the list. Martin signs 4-year contracts with the Maple Leafs. That's all it says on the NHL. Oh, the team that I'm most mad about. I was eliminated. Crap. We're almost at the end. Yeah, I ain't even gonna start another one. Vancouver Canucks get from the Boston freaking Bruins. And they get Louis Eriksson, signs a 6-year contract. I was furious. I really wanted Boston to pick this guy up, like to keep him on the team. But obviously it can't happen. So they signed Philip Larson to a 1-year deal, Jason Mega to a 1-year deal, and they signed some other people. Oh, hold up. Okay. Oh, Washington Capitals sign Joe Kanda, Darren Dietz, Christian Thomas. Doesn't say for how long. And they signed forward from the Boston Bruins, Brett Conley. I mean, is that mad about that Boston lost him? He was an AHL player anyways. He played in the NHL for a little, but after that, it was like, whatever. I'm just gonna swing at everything this guy throws. Okay. The last team that we have on the list is the Winnipeg Jets. And the Winnipeg Jets signed Brian Strait, agrees to go with them. I believe Brian Strait was on Philadelphia. And Winnipeg also signs Sean Mathias and Quentin Howden. Now, the teams that I think picked up the best players, I think Buffalo got the best of this free agency. And then I think the Islanders probably got the second best, you know, on this. what am I thinking? In free agency, and then probably I would have to say, not just because I like them, but I would have to say the Boston Bruins had the third best, like, you guys know what I'm saying. I think they were the third best team to pick up players. So I thought first I would have to say Buffalo, them, Islanders, New York Islanders, and then I have to go with the Boston Bruins. Yeah, third. And then fourth I'd have to go with LA. Probably. Actually, no. Fourth, I would go with Minnesota, probably. I don't know. I'd have to look through them more. Slide. How do you lose your helmet? But so, yeah, guys, I was just going over the draft. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed. So make sure you guys have a great night. Look out for MLB Road to the Show. And don't forget to watch my vlog. Part 2 will be coming out tomorrow.
Tough to say goodbye, though, to Kyle Oposo, who posted 64 points during the regular season. I want to spin it forward and look at the role of Oposo with the Buffalo Sabres now. Kyle Oposo, at 28 years old, goes to Buffalo, and you start thinking about the Sabres' top 6 forwards, possibly. You're looking at Evander Kane, Ryan O'Reilly, Oposo, maybe as a line. Say they're able to sign Jimmy Vesey, playing with his buddy Jack Eichel, and you have Sam Reinhart. That's a really good top 6, don't you think? I think a lot of teams would love to have that collection of top 6.
I agree with you, and I think the Islanders, part of their hesitancy with Kyle Oposo is he did have some injury issues. He had that eye problem, and who knows? I mean, there might be things that we don't know that the Islanders were thinking about, and they just decided. And they never really negotiated with Kyle Oposo either. I talked to his representatives during the season. There was not a lot of give and take, so there wasn't the Islanders came into this with the idea that we're really going to move on from Kyle Oposo, and that's been something they've known for a long time. But boy, he put up some good numbers. Now he gets to play with John Tavares, and that's really helpful. But he'll go to Buffalo, and they've got some good young players there with a Jack Eichel and a Sam Reinhart. The Buffalo Sabres, they're a rebuilding club. They've got some really good young players there. But adding a veteran like Oposo, who has played in some big games at this point of his career and is still at 28 years old, he's got a lot to offer. Yeah, it's a lot of years. But he could be a real good fit there for Dan Bilesman, the Buffalo Sabres.
I just think the Islanders asked that question, is Oposo that $6 million a year player? Yeah. Which is normally reserved for maybe 30 goal scorers, something Oposo's never done. His career high is 27. He had 22 last year, 64 points with the New York Islanders. But the Buffalo Sabres make that commitment, $42 million deal, and Kyle Oposo on his way.